Open Society Foundations, for anyone who doesn't know perhaps much about OSF, they're a huge philanthropic organisation. It's not like George Soros sat at a desk, deciding what money goes where.
Hi. Thank you so much to everyone for taking the time out of your Saturday to come here for this very important message. No IDs.
No passports. No passports. Passports.
The Prime Minister, just like the corrupt dictator that he's becoming, stood at a lectern and told us that we will have passports. There hasn't been a vote yet. There will be on Tuesday.
Hi, are you Silkie?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Is this the first anti-passport protest that Big Brother Watch has organised?
We organised one in Wales at the Senate vote on passports.
Oh, with the Together Declaration?
They were there, some people from the Together Declaration were there.
Oh, I thought they organised that one.
Thank you. They put the word, we organised it, they put the word out. I mean, everyone was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have you sort of as an organisation been against the introduction of passports since when did you first become aware that this was going to be an option for the government?
Pretty much as soon as the started, because in April, Matt Hancock, then Health Secretary, was talking about passports. We write reports and send them to Parliament every month. So in our April 2020 report, we'd written about, they were then being referred to as immunity certificates. And we wrote about that and the kind of human rights risk that would be. There have been similar kinds of things in the past, and it's almost always about dividing society between the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. What about your funding from the Open Society and George Soros?
Oh, leaflets. Yes. Placards, please. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, what about your funding from the Open Society and George Soros?
What about the funding from Open Society?
Well, he funds a lot of other movements that are against the people, you could say, that are political movements designed to manipulate people, like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, which are ultimately political movements and not.
Open Society Foundations, for anyone who doesn't know perhaps much about OSF, they're a huge philanthropic organisation. It's not like George Soros sat at a desk, deciding what money goes where. It's a massive philanthropic organisation. We receive funding from them for our project. It's called, our report is called Poverty Panopticon, and it's about the use of algorithms and AI in making welfare decisions, and about how that's hidden. And the risk of algorithms and AI in public services is that you can have hidden, the lack of accountability, transparency, machine decision making that can be unfair and unjust and discriminate against people. So it's really good work. I'm really, really proud of that piece of work, and we're hoping to do more, build a bigger campaign around challenging some of these algorithmic decision making in the welfare system.
That's very important, but then therefore I assume the funding from that also gets funneled towards this, and some people might consider.
Was funding.
Was it?
Yeah.
Some people might consider that this is like a soft touch approach when people have been protesting passports and the damage that the does for the last 18, 19 months.
We're not campaigning against. We're not campaigning against. We campaign for choice and for against passports. Nothing light touch about the campaigning that I do and that my colleagues do. We work day in, day out, very hard. We've had an enormous impact. We are the people that have got the MPs together who are opposing passports. We're across the media. We're doing this today. We send briefings. We analyse every regulation that goes through Parliament. We're doing proper, serious work.
Some might argue that if Big Brother does exist, hypothetically, then they wouldn't listen to any amount of emails. I agree with you. I believe so too. Then why would they, if Big Brother does exist, say like, it's the man behind the curtain, why would they listen to anyone sending emails and putting pressure on them when ultimately they're a cabal of secret societies and occultists?
We're campaign. We live in a parliamentary democracy. We engage with MPs. We've had significant impact doing that. We've managed to hold off passports twice, and nothing's going to stop us. We're going to keep going, and I'm going to get out of the rain.
Right. Thank you for talking with me.
What are you asking?
I can't remember, mate.
Jay
I didn't ask that.
Dan wanted to know.
She's dating George Soros, mate.
She's dating George Soros. Yeah.
Beautiful couple.
That's how they got the funding in the first place.